Shalom, welcome
to eTeacherBiblical.
My name is Sigal. We will continue talking about the verbal form Qatal in lesson number 21, but this time we are not going to deal with morphology. We will talk about translating. This is a big problem. So you will see first in the slide here a verbal form from Qatal family, Shama, and then you see so many kinds of translations. You may see Shama translated as he heard. You may also see Shama translated as he had heard. You may see it also as he has heard and he will have heard. The reason is that we have very few verbal forms in Hebrew. And not only that, is that whenever you see a verbal form, you can never give an automatic translation. You have to see how this verb is behaving around what happens around him. So it has to interact with other verbs or other forms around it. So what we want to say that context is a king. Very much relevant for verbs in Hebrew and altogether. Context is always a king. And even then you may find that one translation offers this translation or another translation would offer another one. Be aware of that, it may happen. Still want to give an example here of a verbal form. We'll take Genesis 48. We are going to see how the verbal form of Qatal will be translated here. Vayomru elav חלום חלמנו, ופותר אין אותו. In English, and they said to him, חלום חלמנו, a dream we dreamed. ופותר אין אותו, and there is no one to interpret it. So look at the highlighted verb in the red color here, חלמנו. חלמנו, you can see very nicely the suffix which will indicate the we, because nu is we. Now the translation given here is we dreamed. Simple past. Why is that? Because many times Qatal, the verbal form Qatal within direct speech, would be translated as simple past. How do we know it's a direct speech? There is a very nice indicator in Hebrew to show that. Look at the very first word in the verse, Vayomru. Many times when you see this root Amar, it will tell you, here, I'm going to indicate later on a direct speech. So the direct speech actually starts after the word Elav. Vayomru Elav, direct speech, Chalom Chalamnu, Ufoter Ein Oto. And another tiny topic I want to mention here in this lesson is the marker of the definite direct object. The marker of a definite direct object does not exist in English. So you ask yourself, why do we have it? Just because we have it. It does appear in several Semitic languages, not all of them, but it does appear. And you may see it with tzere, like that here in the chart. You may also see it with the segol. The segol one would bring after that the hyphen, or as we call it in Hebrew, makef. It may appear before a definite direct object, but it may not. Whatever happens, whenever you see that, you know what follows that is a direct object which is definite. For example, let's see the last verse here. First of all, I would like you to try and find the et, the marker of the definite direct object. Try to do it while I'm reading. This time it's going to appear with the hyphen after that, with the makef. So I'm going to read, Vailachem Yoav berabat bnei Ammon, Vailkod et ir hamelucha. You see very nicely the marker of the direct object, the definite direct object, it's et. And you know that ir hamelucha, which is a construction, is your direct object, a definite direct object. because the word melucha appears with the hey. That's it for now. I will see you in our next lesson, and I wish you all my blessings, all my brachot, להתראות.